Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. Thanks for taking little bit of your time today. Today I'm going to be making a dish called Char. It's a popular Chinese dish. You can find it in most Chinese restaurants, and they sell it sometimes if you go to like Chinatown, you can find it as well. Now, my char siu is similar to the traditional Chinese char siu. Now you're probably gonna ask me, oh, how does he know how to make char siu, right? Well, where I'm from, I grew up. Uh, there are many Chinese restaurants, and when I was a kid, I used to hang around Chinatown, and there was this restaurant I used to go to, and they used to serve it all the time. Now, my recipe is probably a little tweaked. It's probably not authentic and not exactly the same, but it's almost the same. Now, what I have here today is I have some pork shoulder. This is about a half a kilo or 500 grams. I have some hoisin sauce. This is like a plum Chinese dipping sauce. This is one of the main ingredients. I have some oyster sauce, and I have some regular old honey. We're going to be using that. A half a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of soy sauce, a quarter cup of rice vinegar, some ginger and garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, a piece of ginger, and I have some red food coloring. This is of course artificial. Now the traditional char siu, which makes it red, is called a rice yeast powder. It's red rice yeast powder. What they do is they grind the rice into a powder, and then that gives it its real red color. Now it's very difficult to find. If you can't find it, you can use regular old red food coloring. You can find it powdered or in the liquid form. Now, many of you may say, well, I don't want the artificial flavoring, which is fine. You can just delete that, but it won't have that same red color to it. It'll be more like a brown char siu. And one of the key ingredients for the char siu is this here. It's a 5-spice Chinese mix. It's very often commonly used in Chinese dishes. So that's what we're gonna use today to give it that special taste. Okay, let's go ahead and prepare everything, and then we'll mix it up. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. So what I did was I went ahead and prepared the ginger and the garlic, 2 cloves of garlic, a piece of ginger. We're gonna go ahead and add that in, just dump it in, and then we're gonna add our rice vinegar. This is a quarter cup. Okay, and then we'll add in our soy sauce. Okay, again, this is like a quarter cup. Okay, and then we're gonna add in our sugar. Just dump that in. This is a half a cup, and we're gonna add our Chinese 5-spice. Put that in, and then we're gonna add in our food coloring. Mix that in. Okay, just give it a little bit of tap. Okay, and then we're gonna add in our honey. Honey, 4 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3, and Okay. Next, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. 1, 2. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we are going 2 tablespoons of hoisin plum sauce. 2 tablespoons. Okay. Just go ahead and throw that in. Okay. Mix that up. Okay. Go ahead and give it a mix. Mix it up. Just go ahead and give it a thorough mix. Mix it for about a minute. Until it's all nicely combined. That should be good enough. Okay. You want to make sure that the sugar that you put in dissolves. So just give it a few minutes to dissolve before you do anything else. Okay. Okay, that should be good. Then you can throw in your green onions. Now the green onions is just for an additional taste. You can remove those after you marinate the pork. Okay, so go ahead and throw that in. I used 2 stalks, 2 pieces of green onion. You can use more if you like, it's not necessary. That should be good. Okay, now that we have our sauce done, what we're going to do is we are going to put it into the pork. A good way to do this is you can use a large Ziploc bag and you can pour it into the bag and then you can marinate it. Now, here's the thing. When you marinate it, people are going to be surprised, but what I like to do to make sure that it's marinated all the way through is I will marinate it overnight. Yes, overnight, for a good 24 hours. That way I make sure all the spices and all the flavors infuse into the meat. And then that way when you broil it and it will come out with that very, very red traditional color, and it'll have that really, really great flavor that you're looking for. Okay, be right back. Okay, welcome back. So here's what I did to save some time. What I did was I went ahead and put it in a sealed Ziploc bag. Actually, I double sealed it. I put it in one Ziploc bag, then I added it to another Ziploc bag. This will help to prevent any leakage or any spills. So you don't want that in your refrigerator because then it'll get really messy. And before I did that, what I did was I took some of the reserve marinade and put it on the side. Now you want to keep this, put it in the fridge, cover it, put it in for a broiling process. The basting is important because it'll give it that nice glaze to it and it'll give it that extra flavor. So go ahead and save a little bit for reserve on the side. Okay, so you got it all packaged up in Ziploc bags and nice and sealed, nice and tight. Put it in the fridge overnight and then we'll go ahead and cook it up tomorrow. So thanks for watching. See you guys tomorrow.